Hello students, today we will be doing the crossword puzzle champion sheet. It says, find the graph of the solution set of each inequality below in the corresponding column of graphs. Notice the letter next to it. Write this letter in each box containing the number of that exercise. Keep working and you will find out about this grave event. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and do number 1. Now, O is straight across from number 1. This does not match this. We figure out what this is and see which one of these is going to match this, okay? So if I say X is less than 2, okay? So there's two things you need to decide. Open or close dot, and then the shading, whether it's left or right, okay? So X is less than 2. Here's my number line. So it's going to be happening at the number 2. Now, it happens to be an open dot because this is just less than. It's not or equal to, so that's not part of the solution set. So you can think of this as more ink, solid, less ink, open dot. So it's an open dot. And with the variable on the left side, we can say that is the direction. See that arrow pointing? That you shade. And again, you have to double check to make sure that the variable's on the left side, okay? So if I look down at my list here, which one shows an open dot at 2 shaded to the left? T. So number 1, I'm going to put T. Then down below, wherever there's a 1, right here, I'm going to put T. Over here, I'm going to put T, so you put a T wherever there is a number 1, okay? Next, we go on to number 2. X is less than or equal to 2. So again, our two decisions, open or close dot, and which way is the shading? Okay, so here's 2. All right, right here, it's or equal to, more ink, I better fill it out. And it is still shading to the left. So there's only a little bit of difference between 1 and 2, right? So it has to be a closed dot rather than an open dot. So I look at here and I look at 2 for a closed dot and shaded to the left, and I see that at W right there. So number 2 is going to be W. So down at the bottom, wherever you see a 2, you put a W there. Okay. Next, number 5. This is something you probably haven't seen before. X is not equal to 1. Well, what does that mean? Okay. It's going to happen at 1, so make sure we put number 1 there. Not equal to means it can't be 1, so I need an open dot at 1. However, it can be anything else, so I can shade this side and this side. So that one's a little bit of a trickster. So number 5, where everything's shaded but the number 1. There it is right there down at the bottom, U. So we know 5 is U. So again, down below we find the 5 right there and we put a U wherever you see a 5. Okay? All right. Now we're going to go to something a little more challenging. On to number 11, where it has 1 is less than X, like this. Well, we don't like the variable on this side, so we're going to switch it. But when we switch it to this side, we have to switch the direction of the sign. Okay? So we get X is greater than 1. Now we have to graph it. Okay? Then we make our two decisions. Open or close dot, and which direction do you shade? Okay, this has less ink here, so less ink here makes it an open dot. It's not a solution, so it's not shaded. And this points to what direction? To the right. Okay, so we're going to be going by this solution, not this one, for our shading. So we look and we see which one of these has an open dot at 1 shaded to the right. Okay, looks like Y has that. So 11 is going to be Y. So down at the bottom, wherever there's 11, you put Y there. Okay, 12 is similar to 11, where we have the X over here. We're going to move the X over here, and we're going to switch the sign. So we have a number line, -3. Okay, now we're going to decide if we want to, whether it's solid or open dotted, and whether it's left or right. Okay, all right, so more ink here means more ink here, and it's pointing to the right, so we shade to the right. Okay, and then we look at this and we say, which one is shaded like that? Close dot at 3. This one's close, but see how it's oh, that's -3 anyway. That's not even close. Okay, so close dot at 3, or actually it is -3. Close dot, that one's open dot. So we need a closed dot at -3 shaded to the right. Okay, do you guys see it there? There it is. Took me a while, but I finally found it. C. So number 12 is C. Okay, this one as well. You're going to have to move it so the X is on this side. That means you have to change the sign. Okay. Okay, can you see that far down? Okay, we're going to put 0. 2 things to decide. Open or close dot and shaded which direction. Since this has more ink, this is going to take more ink. And it's pointing to the left. Find that one on the number line or on your paper. Okay, so we have a closed dot at 0 shaded to the left. It looks like it's I. Okay, students, you can do the rest of this. You rock.